What if I told you the real final war in One Piece might not be between Luffy and the world government, but between two of the most terrifying figures in history? For years, Imu has been shrouded in absolute mystery, pulling the strings of the world from the shadows. But now, Oda has dropped a hint so massive that it changes everything. The throne of the world may soon be challenged, not by a hero, but by the darkest pirate alive. Today, we're diving deep into the seismic shift Oda just set in motion for the One Piece world. With the Elbaf arc raising the stakes and the legacy of Rock's Xebec resurfacing, the pieces are moving toward a confrontation that could completely rewrite the balance of power. If you thought the Final Saga was only about Luffy reaching the One Piece, think again, because Imu's control over the world is about to be tested in a way we've never seen before. And the one to light that fire might just be the last person anyone expected. Imu vs Blackbeard has been set up by Oda already. Rock's Xebec saw Imu. Rock's promised he will return one day. One Piece. Chapter 1. 1155 was big in many ways, but the most surprising moment was when Rock's Xebec was revealed to have assaulted Marijoa's Holy Land. It was discovered that Rox had seized 5 kings as captives in order to extort Imu. His goal was plainly to become king of the world, but because Imu didn't care, Rox had to retire and devise a better strategy. Before departing Marijoa, Rox Xebec made it obvious to Imu that he will come for him one day. Rox's pledge sent shivers down the fans' spines, and for good reason. Not only did Rox directly challenge Imu, but fans are aware that he will eventually return in some form or another. Rox didn't fight Imu, but Blackbeard will. Blackbeard has inherited Rox's will. Fans are aware that Rox promised to confront Imu at some point, but evidently he didn't. This is because Rox allegedly died during the God Valley incident, which occurred approximately 38 years ago. However, the death of Rox makes little difference because Blackbeard still remains. Like his father, Blackbeard aspires to be king of the world. He also understands everything about his father and strives to achieve his goal, whether directly or indirectly. In any event, it is evident that One Piece will feature Blackbeard confronting Imu at some point in the story, and it must. Imu is undeniably strong, but Blackbeard is no pushover. Just as Rox told Imu he will return, but this time his son, Teach, will carry out his will. The world of One Piece will be turned upside down. To put it simply, it appears that One Piece will shortly feature a Blackbeard versus Imu battle, most likely in the Holy Land of Marijoa. Marijoa has already been attacked, and it seems possible that the Blackbeard pirates are to blame. The truth is, One Piece is no longer just building toward the Pirate King, it's building toward a war of ideologies, where legacies collide and the will of the past refuses to die. Whether it's destiny, inherited will, or sheer ambition, Oda is crafting a clash that could shake the entire foundation of the world. So, do you think Blackbeard is truly destined to take on Imu, or will Oda twist expectations once again? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more One Piece deep dives, and join me next time as we unravel the mysteries of the Final Saga. The world's greatest storm is just beginning. Thank you very much for visiting the Mugiwara Review YouTube channel, buddy. We hope you enjoy our review analysis. Don't forget to subscribe and continue joining us on our joyful journey in the world of anime. If you have any wishes, question, or suggestions for our next videos, feel free to express your thoughts on the comments below. Thank you very much for your support, and until we meet again, see you next time, buddy. What is One Piece anime? One Piece is a manga and anime story about a young boy named Monkey D. Luffy who wants to be the king of the pirates in the world. As a child, he eats a devil fruit, a strange plant that makes him able to stretch like rubber. Before the show starts, Luffy goes out into the world for the first time and starts to gather a group of pirates. The main group grows over time, but it starts with Luffy, Nami the Navigator, and a swordsman named Roronoa Zoro. At some point, Luffy and his friends are known as the Straw Hat Pirates, and they go on many exciting adventures across the ocean. One Piece is a lot of fun because it's silly. Luffy goes from island to island around the world in the series. Each island has its own setting and theme. It's a pretty fantastical world full of animals that look like people, live skeletons, and other delightfully strange things. Within moments, the group is in a winter scene, and the next, they are on a tropical island full of giants. The show is full of silly and bright details. For example, Zoro holds a sword in his mouth, a scary military boss wears a cute bulldog hat, and people don't use phones to talk to each other instead. They use special transponder snails that can send and receive messages. Luffy is a carefree person who just wants to eat a tasty meal and laugh at bad jokes. Even though there are some funny parts in the series, a lot of One Piece is about freedom. During his travels, Luffy often takes up guns to help his friends and encourages others to do the same against pirates and government-backed military occupations. The characters in Luffy and his crew get stronger with each fight, which is typical for shonen manga. A lot of the story is about how Luffy beats a problem that seemed impossible to solve and finds some kind of secret power. After each fight, Luffy and his team get stronger and move closer to his main goal, which is to find the One Piece. Why is it called One Piece? The first part of both the manga and the anime shows that Pirate King Ghoul D. Roger is telling the truth about the mythical wealth called the One Piece. One Piece is the name of the show, because Luffy wants to find the One Piece and become the next Pirate King. One of Luffy's main goals in the show is mentioned in the show's title. What is the One Piece? The answer to this question is still one of the biggest secrets in the series. It's been more than 1,000 episodes, and we still don't know what One Piece is. We know that the One Piece is the name of the treasure that Ghoul D. Roger collected on his travels because of details in the manga. We still don't know a lot about the treasure, though. There are a lot of ideas from fans about what the One Piece is, but we still don't know what it is or even if it's real. The One Piece could just be the friends Luffy makes along the way.